You are watching Dime a Dozen on MTGO Academy featuring Jason Moore.
Hi folks, and welcome to the latest installment of Dime a Dozen here with MTGOacademy.com. My name is Jason Moore, and today I'm going to be piloting Mono Red Goblins in the Pauper two-man queues. This is a great deck for the two-man queues, and it's a great deck for people who do not always make good choices in life. And I fall under that category of people. You're going to see a lot of mistakes and a lot of flubbing up, but the deck continues to pull through for me in these matches. And there's some crazy matches ahead. One of them goes to 4 games, and I end up at 1 life against a burn deck playing at 17 life. And that game goes in a completely different direction than I would have expected. A lot of crazy stuff happening like that. But this deck just refuses to lay down and die, which is really interesting. Now, last time I brought the deck here for you guys, I was testing out Goblin General. I've since removed that and am going back to testing Goblin Matron. And I'm trying to get it to blow up. There it goes. Which is a tutor. It's going to search up bushwhackers, other matrons, and sometimes nothing. But I won't get too much into that. You're going to have to see for yourself what I mean. Otherwise, as far as this deck is concerned, it's just a low-curve, aggressive tribal deck. So we've got mountains, 18 of them to be exact. We've got Sparksmith to remove creatures based on how many goblins we've got. We've got Sledders and Mog Raiders, which sacrifice goblins. And we've got direct damage burn. I'm going to slide over here. I had a little bit of an issue formatting this deck list for it all to fit on the screen, but there will be a deck list posted in the article for you guys. We do have the Goblin Cohort and Mog Conscripts, which are early attackers that require us to continuously play out creatures to keep them aggressive. Foundry Street Denizen is another aggressive turn 1 play. And Bushwhacker is a bit of a finisher, so the more of these we can draw in a game, certainly the better. Just compounds how much damage we can deal. Other burn spells include 3 copies of Flame Slash and Death Spark, which is a very resilient and recurring source of damage for us. Let's quickly move into the sideboard. I haven't really changed it, I don't think ever. Just small adjustments here and there. A single copy of a Graveyard Hoser and Relic of Progenitus. Sylvok Lifestaff, which is anti-burn technology. You'll see me try and use this and perhaps fail at times. 3 copies of Martyr of Ashes, a board sweeper for hexproof decks and others. 3 copies of Pyroblast to hit the blue decks like Delver and other control decks. 1 copy of Flaring Pain, which actually is going to come into play in one of these matches. 3 copies of Smash to Smithereens to hit those affinity targets, and the 4th Sparksmith to hit anything we want. Elves, creatures of all shapes and sizes. So, I hope you guys will enjoy. These games have left me a little bit dizzy, have left my brain even more scrambled than it was before. And yeah, but at the same time, I think it's a lot of fun. So I hope you guys will enjoy and give me any feedback that you can on the deck choice, things you might want to see. Maybe you're sick of seeing goblins. I wouldn't exactly blame you. I do play it a lot. So let me know, and then let me know what you think of the matches, to be sure. So this is Jason Moore here with MTGOacademy.com, and I hope you guys will certainly enjoy. Let me know what you think, and stay tuned in to Dime a Dozen. Thanks, guys.
If you'd like to purchase Magic Online cards at competitive prices, check out our web store at mtgoacademy.com/store.
Hi folks, we're here playing two-man queues, and we're playing Mono Red Goblins without Goblin General. We're playing with Goblin Matron, and we've won the die roll. We'd like to play first, and we will keep this hand. We've got 3 goblins in hand. Our opponent's kept as well. We're going to go ahead and lead on the Foundry Street Denizen. So next turn, depending on what he plays, we can... well, he just plays a forest. That's a little odd. So I'm thinking maybe he's hexproof or something. So I think I actually want to play the Denizen. We attack for 2 this turn, and then next turn we can attack for 4 instead of attacking for 2 and then 3. So we'll just play the other Denizen. I'm not sure if we want Sparksmith, but I'm not sure how early we want Sparksmith to resolve, because he's probably hexproof or something. I don't even know. Most green decks do something on turn 1, so he could be Domain Zoo. Okay, he's just not even responding here. Green white, so it could be tokens or something like that. I'm just gonna go ahead and bite here. Hopefully we're getting in for some damage. He goes right past the attacker's step, so he's got to have a play now. Okay, so it is some kind of Aura's deck. Let's see what he actually gets. We can obviously kill this with the Sparksmith. He's probably going to get some awesome Aura. It's more damage if we Flame Slash this, but we may want to save the Flame Slash. Looks like he might be also playing Midnight Guard and Presence of Gond, but I don't know for sure. So it looks like he's searching his library, and we'll see what he does. I'm going to drink some water in the meantime. $14 damage is still a long way to go. Faith's Fetters, which is going to gain him 4 life and probably kill the Sparksmith. And we draw a Cohort, so we can Flame Slash and get in for 5, or we can Sparksmith and get in for 4. It's 1 point of damage. Then he's going to cast Faith's Fetters on our Sparksmith. So we probably want to use it now because we're not going to get to use it later. So I'd rather have 2 Flame Slashes we can depend on rather than just 1. So I'm going to use it now, and then I'm going to play the Cohort. I don't know what's going on. Okay. So here we go. He's going to 10, but then he's going back up to 14. And that is if he draws a land. He might not have a land. Oh, no, he's got the land. So, kind of odd. I could have left the Sparksmith alive to counter the life gain. And we draw another Conscript, so he's taking 6. So he's still in trouble, but we'll see what happens. Any deck playing white can be an issue. Can't attack, can't block, and he can't use his ability, right? Yeah. Alright, so let's go. He's at 8. So he's pretty low. There's another Pilgrim. Let's see what he gets now. Probably another one. If I draw any creature, I think we win. So he's debating once again. Seems to be a pretty slow deck. And I have no idea what to expect. We've seen literally 2 spells out of him. There's Armadillo Cloak. And he's going to have another guy? Oh, wow. Okay, I need that to stop happening. So he's got some extra combos going on. Alright, creature that costs 2 mana or less. There it is. Okay, so I think we can just kill him here. So we're going to try that, especially because he's got Armadillo Cloak coming out soon. Okay, so he concedes. Heritage Druid, I'm not sure what goes on Heritage Druid to make it work. But we definitely want Creature Kill, and I think we might even want Martyr of Ashes to get rid of a guy. I wouldn't mind even another Sparksmith here. Okay, so what do we think is bad? Death Spark seems like it might be a little bit bad. We didn't see any X ones. And as far as creatures, Foundry Street Denizen on the draw might be easily blocked. He's got 1/2s and 0/2s. So that's just a maybe. Obviously, it can come back in. I think we definitely want Sparksmith number 4. And he's got to have some kind of creature that's just too big for our removal. So I kind of want to play Martyr, even though it goes against our plan. And we can maybe board in like that. That gives us still the bolts, the flame slashes, and the Sparksmiths. And then we have Martyr of Ashes, which does hurt our game plan as well, but there's nothing else we can really play to stop what he's doing. He's going to have a lot of life gain anyway. So I think maybe we leave it like that. And then if it goes to game 3, we can decide whether or not we want to get really aggressive on the play. But we are up 1 game. And I'm sure he's going to opt to play first. So we'll see how this goes. So we're still waiting on him to respond here. Don't really know what that's all about. He might be having a connection issue. I'm not really sure how to check my own connection. But as far as I can tell, things are okay. So as far as that game goes, we really won because of our low curve. He didn't have a single play until turn 3. That was really good for us. He hit his land drops. He hit about 5 lands, and we hit about the same. But we were doing things and damaging him a lot earlier. So even though he gained 4 life with Faith's Fetters, which we could have tried to play around had I read the card and thought about it a bit, decided not to do that. That would have, killed a creature. I guess it's about the same. It would have killed a creature and done damage to us instead of killing a creature and gaining him life. So actually seems like it would have been a better play. So that seems like something we should definitely look at and consider. So we're ready to go here. I'm going to keep this hand. We've got our 1 of Denizen, but we also have a Bushwhacker, which might just punish him outright if he doesn't have anything fast going on. So I'm going to play the Denizen here because we can get it to attack for 3 on turn 2, as opposed to the Conscripts, which can only attack for 2. And we'll see what he does. Hopefully no blocker. Cop Red. So that's a good one. Flaring Pain is obviously something we want to consider bringing in. Yeah, Cop Red might just hose us here. Depending on how much damage how much mana he has. So if he misses a land drop, we can Bushwhacker and he'll still take 4 damage. Yeah, we don't have... Okay, he can only counter 1 thing now. And we have a Cohort also. So I say we just go for it. We are pretty low on action after this, but this will get in for some damage. So this is attacking for 4. He's probably chump blocking one of them. I don't know if that's going to happen for sure. If he prevents the damage on one, I may sack, but we can sack at any point in time to try and get around this cop red anyway. This is going to make him take enough damage that we might be able to win this game. Okay, so who's he countering with this? Effects area. The Denizen. Okay. I'm not going to sack it. Okay, so he's taking 10. So he's going to 7. So he not only has to stay alive, he also has to figure out how he's going to win. Actually, now that I think about it, the Sparksmith play cannot counter the Faith's Fetters because Faith's Fetters enters the battlefield before it has a target. I think. Actually, is that right? I don't think that's correct. That's how things like Oblivion Ring work, but I don't think that's how Faith's Fetters works because it's actually an aura. So we can sack a guy to get around it. He's actually tapping. Okay, so he's going to try and go for the win here. So we do have a chance to win, but it doesn't look like it's happening this turn. Because he can counter something, block. Actually, isn't he just dead here? I think he's actually dead here. He's got 2 blockers. I mean, he can prevent the damage, but then I can just sack to another guy. So I think he's actually dead here. Unless I'm missing something. He's going to block. Okay. So I can sack here, which I guess... No, I can... Yeah. Alright. I think we've got him. I'm not 100% sure. So we'll pump the Bushwhacker. We'll sack this guy. Right? So now he's standing to take 6. Once we sack the Denizen, which we'll just put here, now he's standing to take 7. Now he has to do something, and then once he does, I can sack the other one. Maybe he's still alive. This might be wrong. He might be down to like 1 or something. Maybe I should have killed the... Alright, so if I sack this, that's... He's only taking 6. He's not actually taking 7. And then he kills us with the Midnight Guard. But he can't do it immediately. You know what? I think this is actually okay. How we have it. Does he have another mana open as well? I just completely flubbed this. Alright, whatever. I don't think we can win now. We do have an extra turn, but... What does that do? Yeah, we kind of just flubbed this. But that's kind of how it goes. His Devoted Druid died. We lost 2 guys for no reason. And now he's just going to Midnight Gaunt. Oh, he doesn't have it. Alright, I'm just going to pass. Basically, we need to try and fill the board as high as we can until he can't pay for all the protection. Looks like he drew Midnight, or whatever, Presence of Gaunt. So we basically have one turn to win, so we have to draw, like... Oh, that's a good one, too. Now he's going to get Presence of Gaunt, but I can draw a removal spell. I can also draw a Matron for a Bushwhacker, which I think probably kills him. And there might be some voices in the background, so bear with me if that's distracting you guys. Yep, Presence of Gaunt. So it's possible for him to win next turn. We don't draw anything. So I think we're just gonna actually just concede here. I don't think we're saving any time really by doing anything else. We still want to play Martyr of Ashes to stop those tokens, but we also want to be playing Flaring Pain. Denizen is okay, but I think I'd rather have the Flaring Pain, or maybe we can cut something else for the Flaring Pain. We can maybe cut one of the Sledders, or we can just go without the Denizens. I mean, Denizen on the play will hurt him, but it's not the be-all, end-all. So I'm going to bring in Flaring Pain. As you can see, damage can't be prevented this turn. We can use that twice to kill him off. And we definitely want to play first. So, yeah, we'll keep this hand. Did I click keep? Did I mulligan? What the heck just happened? What? It looks like somehow I mulliganed. Maybe I clicked... Clicked? I don't remember clicking twice, or... I think we just kind of got screwed over there. I mean, we do have Flaring Pain, but... This is really whack. We can kill his guy, I guess. Wow, this is terrible. It's bad enough that I'm not playing well. It's even worse that we somehow mulliganed that hand. I don't even know what the heck that was. That was crazy. So now we have to draw a land. We can burn this. I guess we will. Not a great play, but I'm going to Matron for a Matron. Or maybe for a Sparksmith. I think I'll Matron for a Matron. I mean, the reason we burn those is it seems like he's screwed off of white. So we're really... What happened there? My computer is just sabotaging me right now. My computer does not want me to win. This is ridiculous. But we still might get there because of Mana Screw, but this is awful. Alright, take 7. So we should have another Matron right now, and we also, I mean, besides that, we should be on however many cards. Alright, well, he's Mana Screwed, so maybe it won't matter. Let's go into 9. Maybe he has a green fog effect. What the heck? I definitely... Okay, I don't know what happened with the mulligan choice, but I definitely didn't click anything for the Goblin Matron choice. So, yeah, that's really frustrating. Maybe I should report this and try and get my money back. There's Martyr of Ashes, which will let me attack. And lets him trade with something. Like, this is pretty awful. I think if I lose, I'll try and report this, but I don't even know how that works. I've never had to report a match. He's going to play something, and it might be like Faith's Fetters, and that can get him easily back into the game. I can also sweep the board, but there's no reason to do. There's no value there. Like I said, we may still win, but pretty awful what's just happened to us. Yeah, he's got Faith's Fetters targeting cohort. Nothing that I know we can do about it. We draw a War Marshal. We don't need to show that yet. So we'll just attack for 3. Puts him at 6. So I think we can still win for sure. But right now, really frustrating. And I still don't know what's going on. More lag. We've got a lot of damage on the board. We can pay for this. I don't see a problem with that. We may not attack with this, just depending on if he plays Midnight Guard or not. He's playing Kiliad's Pilgrim. He's going to get another Faith's Fetters. Or, yeah. And Heliod's Pilgrim is a 1/2, so we're going to be sacrificing something to get in more damage. Ay, 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 ay. If I draw removal, I may just take this out in hopes that whatever he's going to get like Armadillo Cloak. Then I'm going to have to kill my whole board. If I even can. Yeah, he's getting Armadillo Cloak. That's fine because I'm gonna have to wipe my board to stop him. So maybe we just do that now. The heck is this? Carapace. Alright, well now we're just gonna have to sweep. Oh, we can't. Holy mackerel. So we only have 1 red card in our hand. Unbelievable. So now if I untap and draw a red spell, I can do this twice. No, that won't work. Ugh. Wow. I can still kill the Pilgrim. I may have to do that. I think I actually have to do that. So I think I have to attack and then kill Avacyn's Pilgrim. And then I think I also need to try and report this match. This is crazy. So are we paying for this or not? I guess we are paying. If it lets us. We do draw a Bushwhacker, so I think we actually just win here. I mean, he would need a fog effect in green, which would beat us. Maybe it's just safer to Flaring Pain. Or not Flaring Pain, but blow away the Pilgrim. But he can still draw a white source. I think we're going to go for it. I guess he could have Nourish, gain 6. He blocks 1. If we attack here and he gains 6, still not enough, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. He takes 10 but gains 6. Alright, we just attack like this. I didn't know I was going to draw Bushwhacker, so, I don't even know what to do. The fact that he's sitting back kind of makes me wonder what's going to happen. I would really like to win this match because of the kind of sketchy things that happen, but he is blocking, so I don't know what's going on. Okay, we win the match. That was crazy. Somehow we mulliganed and had Goblin Matron not search up something. And then in game 2, we played horribly. This client, for me, it's taking me a while to adjust to it. And obviously I'm playing a lot faster than I normally would. And I just need to focus more on adjusting to it and playing a little bit better. But thank you guys for watching. We did take the match, so that's good. And we'll talk to you later.
Do you love to play Magic Online but have a tight budget? Check out MTGO Academy's Academy Budget Bot in the Magic Online Classifieds. All cards in stock are cheaper than one event ticket.
Hello everybody, we are back in the two-man queues against my better judgment. It looks like we're on the draw, but we have a billion things we can do. We have about 5 spells we can cast, 4 really. So I think I'm going to keep. And see how this goes. See what the opponent is going to do. Cheeseburger Walrus. So we'll lead on Denizen most likely. Simply because if we do draw that extra land, we can do a lot more with this. Now you may hear some buzzing in the background. I apologize. It's just various fans running in this room. It's very hot here. So I apologize. But it shouldn't be too big of a deal. So we're just waiting on him, which is fine. I mean, he may have just joined the queue and who knows what's going on. You never know what to expect, as you probably saw with the last match we played. So as you can see with these matches, we are testing out Matron over General. That was sort of a debate topic. From the last time we tried this deck, we were playing with Goblin General. So now we're switching it back over, see what we think of it. So far, Matron's been okay when or if we are able to actually search something up with it. So, okay, yeah, nothing else going on here, so we're just going to wait. Really hoping to draw a mountain, but if we don't, we still have a fairly formidable game plan. We're just playing 2/2s and 2/1s. So a bunch of Savannah Lions and Isamarus basically going down. And I'm going to drink some more water. If this guy does end up timing out or something, that would be unfortunate, but it is another pack of M15 for us, which I won't be too disappointed about. I don't really understand why he would join this game and then be AWOL. So maybe we should check our own. No, here we go. Oh, looks like Burn or something. Yeah, Rift Bolt. Cool. So we're playing against Burn. Yeah, let's go. Mountain, either this turn or next turn would be awesome. I think that would really help this hand be able to race his. So we're stopped on our upkeep. The suspense is so immense, and we do draw one. So we are going to play Denizen. Next turn we're going to go probably Denizen Conscript, something like that. Because that attacks for 3, and then if we draw another land, then we can power up both denizens on turn 3. Yeah, he just goes straight to the face. Don't really blame him. He may have a Searing Blaze for us. He's got that foil mountain. I think that comes with... Okay, that's just going to the face. Hopefully he misses a land drop, and he does. So we are at 14, but I still think we're looking pretty good here. Just deciding whether or not I want to go with Cohort or Denizen. Basically, we can play these two, or we can play Denizen. So let's do the math then. If we play Denizen, Cohort, we still attack for 3 this turn no matter what. And then next turn, if we do draw land, it would be 3 here, 6, 9. This would be 4. Yeah, it's just basically if we're planning to draw the land or not. I think we're shaving off 1 point either way. We know we have the second land, so I'm going to play as if we're not drawing that that third land. Now there's greater upside if we do hit the third land, but if we don't, it's just going to be how it goes. If we don't, we're getting in for 11. That puts him to 6. That puts him dead next turn. We're at 14 right now, so depending what he does. Yeah, Searing Blaze to my guy, so I'm at 11. That's actually really good for him. We do draw the land, so I think the best option is to play the Denizen and crash. It's better than Matron, so this gets him really low, and he's actually dead next turn, I believe. So this is 6, 9, 11, puts him to 6. So I don't think he's going to kill us from 11 unless he has a Fire Blast and a third land. So I think we're going to win here. We do need the Matron to be able to attack, so he might be able to stay alive. There's a Marauders. So we're at 10. I guess technically he can win still. If we draw a land, he can't. We have 2 bolts, so we just go to the face here. I don't see any reason to slow roll him. Very nice to get game 1. I love it. Very happy. There's nothing he can do. A mono red deck tapped out is not gonna be double bolts. So he ends up being the one that gets burned out, and we can jump right into sideboarding now. So basically, what we want to do is cut some of the spells that aren't going to be so relevant. Flame Slash is actually not very relevant. It can't go to the face. Sparksmith can at least attack him. Silvok Lifestaff is awesome here. And probably the only thing we're bringing in, really. Death Spark can hit him. Sparksmith can attack him. And then Bolts and Sparksmiths can get the Marauders. But we can also just chump block the Marauders, which is probably even better. I think that's probably all we want to do. I think that's a fairly decent trade-off. So let's submit. And we're up 1 game. Very nice. Being on the draw obviously hurts against a burn deck. If we can draw into a Lifestaff, we'll be in great shape, because that's going to be really hard for him to beat. However, there's a couple things that we need to draw to make that Lifestaff work really well. For instance, we would need a Goblin Sledder effect or a Mog War Marshal. Those creatures can die kind of on cue. So this guy, speaking of Q, this guy might be double queued or something, because he's taking a while to start the matches. But that's cool. That's the way of the grinder, and a deck like Burn seems fairly solid because you get to run through a number of 2-mans with a deck like that fairly quickly. Doesn't require a whole lot of mental taxation to occur, and it can take a lot of people by surprise. I think one of the reasons that we actually took down that first match is just because our deck was overwhelming and it was a little too fast for our opponent, who seemed to be trying out a new sort of combo strategy. And he was trying out Heliod's Pilgrim, which is a newer card. I haven't picked my copies up yet, but that seems like one that will be making some sort of splash in Classic Pauper, I think, just because of how many valid and valuable targets it has available to it. So, our opponent can be expected maybe to bring in a little bit more creature removal, perhaps something like Electrickery or Martyr of Ashes. But basically, I think we're going to most likely be seeing things like those Searing Blazes stay in. Maybe a card like Flame Rift will be taken out if he's playing that to begin with. The burn lists actually do vary. You can't just play against one person and assume they're playing all the same cards. I think basically what you will definitely see from all of them gotta be Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning, and Lava Spike. Alright, here we are on the draw. Now, again, another one-lander, but 3 of these spells are pretty much 2 drops, so we can only make 3 plays. But with 2 Bushwhackers, the clock is very fast if we hit that second mountain. So I'm going to gamble and I'm going to keep this. And we're probably going to 17, maybe not. Wow, 3 Bushwhackers. If we miss lands, we're going to end up probably playing at least one of those Bushwhackers as a regular guy. It's probably not even worth it, though, when you think about how much damage we could be getting for... but because we're racing, it's going to be pretty weak. Alright, so he actually didn't do anything on his first turn. That's very interesting. So we do draw land. I think we're looking awesome here. I'm going to end up playing just these 2 1-drops, and then I'm going to start laying down Bushwhackers, right? So we can attack for 5, then next turn we attack for 7, or we can attack for 2 here, and then next turn we attack for 2, 4, 6, 9. 2 plus 9 is 11, right? 2, 4, 6, 9. Whereas if we attack for 5 right now, and then attack for 7 next turn, it's actually 12. 2, 4, 7. So I think we just want to lay the Bushwhackers down. I think in terms of how much time we have, I think we'll do it like this. Now, the Raiders and stuff are really good if we can get to that Life Staff. But with the clock that we're presenting right at this moment, I think we're looking all right. He may just be holding on to a Bolt, but I think he would have wanted to throw that at us. He might also be trying to... He might also keep his hand because he has Martyr or Electrickery. So we want to think about that, especially if he just leaves his mana open next turn. Then I think we may want to play... Okay, he just bolts a guy. So now I think we want to hold back on ramming Bushwhacker every turn. I think we definitely want to play out some more creatures and kind of go that route. Alright, he's just passing. Not sure how I feel about that. Puts us in a dangerous position. I will say that much, yeah. And there's a Life Staff, so... Wow. We could play out both guys, and then that lets us save one of them. Or we could play out one guy. I think we can play out both guys. The fact that he played Bolt kind of leaves me to believe maybe he doesn't have another. But we can also play out a guy and Life Staff. And then he has to kill basically every guy we have. So let's attack first. we'll kind of take it slow because we can now afford to play a long game. And so yeah, I think I'm fine with that. Now every single time we try to life staff, he's gonna have some issues. Though, you know, if he's anticipating this, he can break it. But it looks like he's got Electrickery here. Incinerate, targeting me. Okay. Maybe he just has a slow hand, yeah. I'm at 13, but I think at this point we're about to nullify that Incinerate for sure. Yeah, I don't think with 3 cards he can kill us. Yeah, so he's killing that, but we're still going to sack this even though we take the 3 damage. We're just going to try and pump our guy up just cuz. And we, of course, have the second Sledder around. Yep. So we draw a War Marshal, but I think I want to go Sledder and equip now that we're at 10. And we're just basically playing a longer game, even though he can maybe remove this. No, we are locked in here. So he could have double Fire Blast. So if he does try and burn me after his draw step, I'm going to sack this in response. Because that's a huge red flag at that point. Otherwise, we can just start bushwhackering. Alright, this puts me to 9. Okay. Hope I draw a land so I can equip the War Marshal. That's not so bad either. So we got a lot of things to think about. I mean, he can attack and we can just block. He can try and burn us out from 9. So maybe we play War Marshal, and then we can actually threaten to trade Bushwhacker. Or, yeah, Bushwhacker. I think that's actually okay. Yeah, this game seems like a win, but we just want to make sure we don't make any horrible mistakes. We are at 9, so this is going to be pretty interesting to see what he does from here. So if he doesn't block, I won't sack the War Marshal. I'll leave it back. And if he does block, then I will sack it and try and make the trade. So I don't know what's going on. I guess he's playing another match now because he feels like this one's probably almost over. So I'm just going to conserve my voice a little bit and hang out until he gets back. Alright, so that didn't take as long as I thought it would. So let's see what happens here. Alright, we've got some tokens. Attack you. So again, if he blocks, I'll sack it. If he doesn't block, I'll just leave this one back as a defender. Alright, some more delays, so we'll just sit tight and wait. Okay, get in there, Goblin Bushwhacker. Okay, so he is going to block. I'll go ahead and sack this. And then we gain 3. Pretty sweet. Yep. Well, I guess we net 2. So he would need to have double Fire Blast and, you know, some kind of Lava Spike. Which maybe he has, but I think the chances are pretty low. And I think at this point you want to use Fire Blast on Sledder, but I'm not sure about that. It's kind of up for debate. Uh-oh, started a chat with me. Killing it there turned all my bolts on. Okay. I don't know what that means. Oh, he did have double Fire Blast. Wow. There you go. Well, we lost that game. That was pretty rough. That one seemed pretty much in the bag. I mean, I guess he is right. We could have played around that, so that's actually a pretty big flub on our part. So I think we're still going to leave it as is and just go ahead and submit. But he's right. Yeah, I mean, that was his out, was to have 2 Fire Blasts, and he had it. So now we have a pretty solid hand. I'm going to go ahead and keep because we do have our combo, so to speak. And I am going to lead on the Raider, even though he may destroy it. And here I think I'm actually going to equip the Raider and attack, but I'm not 100% on that. I think we should use it while we can, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. Better to have sideboard cards than to be good, so that's the motto I'm running with. So even if he's Searing Blaze is my guy, pretty much doesn't matter. We're still at 17. I have another Mog Raider, so we can just play him and equip. Definitely an option. We can also play Sparksmith and equip. That seems good too. That way he doesn't know that Mog Raider is coming. He may play Keldon Marauders or something. Hopefully not. The reason I'm holding back on just playing this out is because I do want the chance to just gain life at random intervals. Alright, we are at 16. So now what we're going to do is Raider, equip, and Bushwhacker. So attack him for 5. And we're at the same time nullifying a lot of his burn. So that's kind of a good thing, I would say. We also actually could have equipped the Bushwhacker, which is probably better. Hopefully we have the mana to do that next turn. Yeah, that's actually a mistake. Another mistake. Been making a lot of those so far. Chain Lightning going to me. Okay. I'm at 13. He's got 4 cards. He can only Fire Blast once. I'm at 10 now. Still feel pretty comfortable. He's going to cycle. We draw another Raider, so now I can nullify my mistake, I think. And switch this over. I'm not sure if we want to sack. Again, if he plays a land, he has double Fire Blast. He has 3 cards. If one is Fire Blast, still think we're in decent shape. I think we can let it go, but I might be wrong here. I'm willing to be wrong. Now he's got double lands. But I don't think he can do 10. He only has 3 cards, so that's really the strong part about this. If he goes for it, I'll sack in response. Actually, he may be able to kill me in response to me trying to sack if he has double. Oh, man. This is really rough, actually. I think I actually have to sandbag this land. Because with double Fire Blast, I can actually die here. So I think I have to hold and just hope he doesn't have an extra instance. Okay, he's going for it now. So now I'm going to sack. Because he can't kill me from 10. But he can kill me if he draws another burn. So there is that. I don't think he did, though, unless he's just wondering what's in my hand. So now he can opt to kill my team. Alright, I'm going to try and equip. The fact that we're not drawing anything is pretty weak. He's going to hit me on my draw step? That seems awkward. You feisty burn players, you. Going for the equip. He's dead on board also, so there is that. There's not a lot I can do. If he's got it all. I mean, I could sack here, but then I don't have him dead on board. So I think I'm going to just pass. See what happens there. It's going to incinerate me. So now I am going to sack. Which maybe buys him another turn. We don't know. But this does keep me from dying to double Fire Blast. So we'll see how that goes. I'd rather not lose than kill him immediately next turn, if that makes sense. There's a lot of draws we can hit that will get him. Okay, I'm at 7. Okay, I'm at 3. And now we're drawing. Huh. Interesting. So who gets to play first? I guess he would get to play first. Man, this is ridiculous. I don't see anything else we can really bring in, so I'll just submit. We're going to game 4. And I'm going to go grab some more water. Okay, I'm back. We got another one-lander. And this one is keepable, though. So we'll keep it. I think he sent me a chat. Yeah, we'll keep as well. Another one-lander. We're on the draw. And it's a Rift Bolt. So he forced a draw, not knowing what we had in hand. Okay, we're at 17. Yeah, we're definitely behind, especially if we miss a land drop, and especially if he casts Searing Blaze. Oh, man. What the hell is going on with my screen? Alright. Yeah, we'll just play this, and what the F? This is really annoying. Okay. Hello. I would like to cast you. Yeah, we're in trouble, for sure. Okay. Yeah, we're getting smashed. I don't actually think there's much we can do here. We'd have to draw a life stab and a land, and I don't even know what order we would want that in. Because now we can't even attack. We're at 13 already. He needs to flood the F out. That's about the only way we can win, I would say. Like I said before, I just don't feel really comfortable on this client at all. I don't know what it is. It's just the way that the game flows, the way that the animations play out, everything. The way the cards are set up, the way the board looks. I mean, the actual cards are so tiny. It's all of it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making excuses, but it's hard for me to feel like I play tight. Okay, so we need to decide what we want to chump block with. I guess one of these. I'm not sure. Turn off auto yields. Okay, well, he's hitting his land drops. Hopefully flooded, hopefully flooded. And we need to start ripping lands immediately. Go. He did not attack. Okay. Very weird. I actually don't know what that was about. I think he should have attacked. What does he have to lose? His guy? He's going to lose his guy. So it actually bought us a turn, but I don't know if it's going to do anything. Nope, probably not going to do anything. I don't think we need 2 Sledders, so I'll play a Denizen now. I guess he's just padding his life total. But I have some damage coming through if I can just get another land. But if I can't, I mean, oh well. Yep. I'm at 8. You're at 20. Okay, I'm at 7. I'm at 4. And he passes, so I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he's literally gonna have to whiff probably 3 turns in a row. I think that's just about the only way. I don't think we need to sack anything here. That this will work out. Okay. I'm at 1. There's a land, so probably Bushwhacker you is our best chance. 3, 5, 7, 9 drops you to 8, and then another Bushwhacker kills you. Alright. Well, if you whiff one more time, we maybe have it, unless slow roll is occurring, but the game ended up being closer than we thought. He's probably not going to whiff, but if he does, then either way, it's the end to a pretty wild match when you think about it. Going to 4 games, and just the way he played it, very smart, as opposed to what's been going on our side of the table. So that's 8. Dropping you to 8, rather. Oh, slow roll. Oh no! Not a slow roll. Okay, so we can save basically 1 guy. So we'll save the Sledder. He's actually giving himself an extra turn here. Because now he's only taking 7. So I need another land to get him. Right? Because I need a Bushwhacker and burn him. But his whole deck is burned, so... Oh! We have a chance. Maybe. Alright, I'm going to try again. It's because this is 7. We may have it. It might be another trickery too, but we're about to find out. Dude, I can't believe it. If we actually win... Alright. Whose burn is gonna be victorious? Oh, a draw? Wait, how is it a draw? It was not a draw. Don't listen to this. We got our pack. We clearly won. Wow, that game is really crazy if you think about it. We were at 1, and I think he was at 20. Or he was at 17. Unreal. 4-game match. Pretty wild. We just were really lucky. I'm not going to try and take any credit for that at all. So thank you for watching.
Curious about the price of a Magic Online card? Try our searchable price guide on the right sidebar of any MTGOacademy.com page.
Hey, we are playing in the 2-man queues with Red Goblins, and we're playing against Eurofever, who is a member of my clan, Pauper Gnomes. Really good to talk to him. You'll notice we've been chatting a little bit. In the chat, but we need to decide if we want to keep this. We got 3 plays we can make. Actually, we can make all of the plays except for that. So I think we're actually going to keep this. And we'll see how that goes. I've been keeping a lot of these one-landers. He goes to 6. So now we're going to get things going. And, yeah, I have no idea what he's playing. So he plays a Swamp. Mono black could be pretty bad for us. I think we want to go with conscripts here. So I'm going to do that. Him being on the draw gets to see an extra card, but loses a bit of tempo. Hopefully doesn't have a 1-mana removal spell. Would be nice to draw another land next turn. Yeah, it looks like mono black probably going to verdict us or play witches. We do have an answer for witches. If we do draw a land, I might leave up Death Spark, but now it looks like we're going to just play this other conscripts because we really want to try and damage him. Yeah, he's going to verdict. Oh, Victim of Night. Okay. Well, next up he's going to have a blocker. So this could go badly for us. It's also going to gain some life. Oh, more removal. Well, no creatures yet, I guess. Verdict. Yep. Alright. Not much I can say to that. We are going to play these 2 creatures. And then he's going to play a creature. And then we may have to burn that creature away. And leave up Death Spark. Another dead weight. Interesting. He's just killing everything. He's got nothing but removal in hand. Wow. Okay. Well, 2 cards left. We have a cohort. I think I might just play that. Gives us more options. And if we draw a land or whatever, Bushwhacker only gets better the more we play it, so. Yep. Interesting. Okay. This is crazy. Yeah, we'll just play a land and play Bushwhacker. Kicking impossible. Hiya! You're at 14. How do you like that? Okay, that's actually better for us. We could burn him here. He missed a land drop. Puts him to 9, but I don't think that matters. 9, 8. Yeah, it doesn't matter yet. There's a good one. I think we'll go ahead and find. We can find a couple things here. We could find another matron, or we could find a Bushwhacker. Hopefully this will actually work. I think we'll go for a Bushwhacker. Didn't need to do that pre-combat, but I chose to. That puts him pretty low. There's a 4th land, so he's very close to hitting us. With a Gray Merchant, Death Spark might be able to save us there, but he's gaining 4 life off of that. That's if he draws the land. That's if he draws the land. So now we have another guy we can play. Threatening 8, or we can just Bushwhacker for 6. I think we had to play the other guy. We don't get to leave up Death Spark, but we can sack a guy to get more damage in. He has 4 cards, so he's got to have something. Okay. Some more removal. Alright, take 4. This is a nightmare. Chittering rats. Alright. I think I actually have to attack through that. And then Death Spark, and it can come back. Like, I could burn the rats, but I think I want to save that for his face. So I think I actually want to do this. It would also be nice to see... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We've lost. We have lost. I mean, look at all this removal. He either... Oh, that's not so bad. So he's going to take 1 from this. This is not so bad, actually. So he'd go to 5. I think I'm going to go ahead and pay for it. We draw a cohort. He might be trying his luck to try and... he might be just being really greedy here. He goes to 5. Alright, I'll play this because if he does it for 2, I can get him with the bolt. I can't get him with this. Obviously, we're short 1 point. Alright, he didn't draw a Gray Merchant. There's no way. If he did, it's a windmill slam. So this is really weird. This whole game is weird. All of these games have been weird. Let's just be honest. All of these games have been weird. Just weird. I don't know how to explain it. Alright, so I'm going to bolt him. He may have like Farrakhan's Cure or something. So maybe that's a reason not to. But I have Death Spark in my hand. Alright. Oh boy. Mono black control. I don't think we can beat this. Relic might be something we need to play. I don't know. We didn't see anything out of it. I mean, look at his deck. Pestilence, which is already a board sweeper. Dead Weights, Victim of Nights, Geth's Verdict, Oubliette, just everything just hoses us. I don't think we can bring in anything. He's got some creatures, he didn't see them. I'm not even going to sideboard. Not even going to sideboard. I don't know how we won that. That was ridiculous. I honestly don't have anything to say. Other than we could be playing so much better. So maybe after this game I need to take a break and refocus my mental energy. But it's all in the sake of fun. Who doesn't like romping around with crazy goblins? I will keep it. Another one lander, but again, we can play most of these, and with as much removal as he has, we want to be spell dense. We also only really, I mean, this is a 3-drop, but let's go. Here we go again. Whoa, just checking the recording. And it refuses to minimize. I may have screwed up the screen here. Oh, there we go. Just bring it to the front. Alright, this is interesting. Not a huge problem because our guys can trade. Now we have a bolt, so we can just bolt it and not worry about it. That's probably the best option. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. She's only going to be a headache later. And we go with Cohort in case he does have Echoing Decay, which I haven't seen in forever, but you never know. Alright. Take some damage. So, man, this display is horrible. So we could go with Sledder here. We can also go with Conscripts and then another Sledder. I think I like that. It's going to trade with his guy. Puts more damage on the board. I want to try and get an empty board so I can Bushwhacker him. He's got more creatures this time, where it's just weird because last game he had all guys, or all removal. So he is going to block. Next we can go War Marshal and then Bushwhacker, or whatever we want to do. If he's choked on mana, it's even better. Okay, this is fine. So now my War Marshal can fight through his guy. Or either of my guys can fight through his guy, rather. Sparksmith, not a bad option either. Wow. But this is going to be a lot of damage. It eats up Geth's Verdict. It helps us fight through a Grey Merchant. Sparksmith will kill a Grey Merchant, obviously, but I think I might just want to do it this way. We also have to worry about Pestilence. So we're doing this. We get to keep both of the Conscripts alive. He does take 1 point of damage less, but he's going to take a bunch of damage next turn, especially if he just taps out for Pestilence or something. Then we can just Bushwhacker him and try and make it work that way. If he just goes Grey Merchant, we may just play Sparksmith. I'm not sure. Crypt Rats. Oh, come on. He really hates creatures. I mean, okay, so he's doing it for 2. So I can save these guys, and that's it. I don't think I want to save Sledder. I think I want to get in for damage. And 8 is a decent amount of damage. And he's going to 10, really. Hopefully I did that right. I'm not sure. Pretty sure I did. Alright, you're at 10. I'm going to drop you to 2. Yeah, I'm going to drop you to 2. That way a burn is a win. I think it just does more for us. He has to have life gain. Like I said, a burn is a win. It gives him a lot less outs. 2 mana. Kill something. It's definitely on the ropes. I'm kind of surprised we've been this far ahead in both games. Probably just going to kill the whole board. I think even if he plays Grey Merchant here, we can kill him with the Sledder. Oh, maybe we got him. Oh, he just concedes there. So, looks like we went 3-0 here. We got another pack of M15. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's not. We were very lucky in a lot of those games. Pretty wild matches overall. But I apologize if the play was a bit subpar. Let me know what you guys think. What you think of the deck. The Goblin Matron seemed pretty good. It didn't really have an impact because a lot of our high impact spells were 1 or 2 mana overall. So that's kind of how it goes with this Goblins deck. I've been enjoying it. I like playing it, and It's very nice in the 2-mans. The matches go pretty quick, and even if you're a scrub like me, you can get results. Thanks, guys, for watching. This is Jason Moore here with MTGO Academy, and we'll talk to you later.